Tonight on SmackDown Live Afterbuzz TV Aftershow, magazine announcements, new match announcements, and maybe an announcement of our own. Stay tuned.
You're tuned in to Afterbuzz TV, the ESPN of TV talk. Now, let the buzz begin.
What is up, everybody? We are live on AfterbuzzTV.com, the AfterBuzz TV YouTube page, iTunes, SoundCloud, Spotify. Like and subscribe and tell your friends and your foes about the world of AfterBuzz TV as we go into the breakdown, SmackDown Live. What is up, everybody? I am Christian Rosenberg. Whole gang with me this week. First off, the lovely Gabby Loren.
Hey guys, so excited to be here. I am back.
Yeah, you are. You are back and ready to roll, as is Mr. Tom Connolly.
Guys, I'm just so sad.
Don't be sad.
This is the last
Don't be sad.
SmackDown on USA Network.
It's the last SmackDown in USA. They had a good run. But we got a lot that we got to cover on this show. Because,
we do.
I mean, a lot of stuff's hyping up, getting ready for the move to Fox.
Yeah.
Yes.
Should we just hop in?
Screw USA. We don't need them anymore.
Don't say that.
We're gone.
But I mean, they still have WWE programming on that show and the channel. We still love USA, guys. Like, really, don't hate us.
Screw them. Fox all the way.
Hey,
that is not a rage.
this should be a good thing. They're going to be on multiple platforms.
Exactly. SmackDown kicks off with one Eric Rowan. Some people paint, some sing, I annihilate. I'm not quite sure what this was. Rowan now has bounced back and forth with me. His first promo by himself, I hated. The second one, I absolutely loved. This one, I was just confused. Don't call me an artist, call me a creator. Are you hanging with Sami Zayn and Nakamura now? What?
Yeah.
I didn't understand this.
That'd be a really good group of those.
You got Rowan and Harper with Nakamura and Zayn. Might makes right. He made sure he really emphasized that. Daniel Bryan interrupts him and just challenges him to a fight right then and there. Ref shows up, and we have a match. And it was a really good match.
It was.
Yes.
Daniel Bryan made Eric Rowan look like an absolute beast. He was just throwing him everywhere. And Daniel Bryan with the classic little man versus big man, David versus Goliath, getting after the knee, trying to take out the leg to slow him down, get him down to his size. Just a real fun, really simple story that they told while making Rowan look incredible.
Until the end.
I was waiting for some comment before we get into that.
I mean, I feel like you hyped it up enough. It was awesome.
Yeah.
I mean, it was...
So...
I don't know. I feel like I said it last week. I think we're getting a turn from Daniel Bryan, but...
I mean, it looked that way tonight.
I don't believe it, though. I'll believe it after they have this match and everything goes okay. I think this could still all be them working together against Roman.
Daniel Bryan being a martyr.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I don't want him to turn. I actually like his character right now. I like the heel in him.
Oh, I agree.
And I never thought I would like Daniel Bryan as a heel, but as soon as he started cutting those awesome promos and we saw him just step it up a level, get more intense, really bring in his actual persona into the ring, who he is in real life, that's what really drew me in. So I feel like it would be just boring to go back to that storyline that pretty much Kofi is using right now.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Like that underdog person.
Yeah, that's why I feel like we're not... I feel like that's why we're getting this swerve. Like, I think we're thinking that, oh yeah, we're going back to the yes chance and Daniel Bryan being a good guy, and then we're just not going to see it, which I think is good.
Yeah.
I'd rather be that way.
I want the tease.
Yeah.
I want a tease instead of the full-fledged back to babyface.
Because even at the end, he didn't apologize. They didn't really settle their beef, him and Roman.
No.
Like, Roman tried to help him up, and he still kind of swatted his hand away and was just like, who wants to see a match between me and him versus those two guys? And everyone's like, yes, because they're sheep and they're fickle.
Yeah.
So I think we're playing right into Daniel Bryan's hand here.
Well, as you kind of alluded, the end of the match. So Daniel Bryan, in charge, looks like he's going to finish him off. Luke Harper shows up, and Daniel Bryan gets distracted. Rowan grabs him for the Iron Claw to go from the apron over the ropes a massive, almost, it's pretty much like a choke slam just from holding the face.
Yeah.
And he couldn't get Bryan all the way over, and Bryan's foot gets tied up in the ropes legit as he falls, and because of Bryan's size, it makes the impact of the slam not nearly as effective because he's hanging.
But it still looked like
it looked
you hurt
gruesome.
Daniel Bryan. Yeah, just 'cause it was just more of a it was a quicker fall than he was wanting to do.
And so because they had to take time to get Daniel Bryan out of the ropes, Eric Rowan then did another Iron Claw, then got the pin. As the match ended, Harper and Rowan start ganging up. As we said, Roman came out and made the save, and they officially made the match of Daniel Bryan and Roman Reigns versus Harper and Rowan at Hell in a Cell.
I mean, I'm excited to have I think it's going to be a good match.
Yeah.
I don't really know what the ending is going to be, which I think is good.
Yeah.
I'm glad not knowing. So.
As in, you don't know where they're going to be taking this storyline, so that's the exciting part.
Yes, exactly. Yeah.
I can agree with that.
Yeah.
I mean, I think the whole thing has kind of been so convoluted and all over the place since it started. So, I mean, I have no idea where we're going with this. And
Right.
yeah. I mean, I hope he didn't hurt himself, Daniel Bryan.
I mean,
that's really got to hurt though when you get your foot wrapped in the rope.
Well,
like that.
it's not just your foot getting wrapped up in the rope. It's also then the whiplash because your body's not fully falling, so he will land on his head onto the mat too. So it was not a good spot, to say the least.
It just seemed like they were definitely all of them after this were checking on him every 2 seconds.
The referee kept going over him,
and Harper and Rowan were checking.
Yeah.
Like Harper pinned him, and then you could tell he said something to him. And then when Harper got in the ring, then he said something to him as well. So it was like.
Well, hopefully all is good because they're going to be having this match at Hell in a Cell.
Yeah.
So it's important that he doesn't get injured.
Right. And after a move like that, I would not be surprised if he doesn't have a match next week.
Yeah.
They just rest, take it easy.
We'll pick it up after.
But being the SmackDown premiere will be next Friday, he'll probably still show up on that.
Yeah.
Interview backstage with Kofi Kingston. Kofi, to me, came off really cocky in this interview.
I agree with you.
He's like, I've been so many of the top superstars right now. I'm at the top of my game. Yeah, Brock Lesnar is amazing, but I've worked too long and too hard to let go of this title. I'm not going to lose it anytime soon. Kofi, last week I had faith that you were winning. After this promo, I really don't.
Well, he's probably just tired of people asking him the same questions with different superstars.
Yeah. I mean, but Brock isn't like the other superstars.
Yeah.
Let's be honest. I know we don't like the fact that he's barely there, but let's call a spade here. Lesnar is his own wrestler.
Yeah.
Yes.
I mean, there's never been anyone like him.
No.
Never will be anyone like him again.
Yeah. That's really all that there was with Kofi. Like, that was really all the hype for the WWE title match next week was that interview.
I know.
Which really surprised me.
But I guess Lesnar's going to be on Raw, so...
Yeah.
Heyman will do some promo there.
The hype up for Fox. Chad Gable hops in the ring last night on Raw. He had Corbin beat and he knew it. And in the middle of his promo, he is cut short. Because all we do is short jokes with Chad Gable.
Not funny.
No, it wasn't. It really wasn't. And because that's what
short, it's not funny.
That's what. I mean, I'm tall, so I can't say that. But he was interrupted by Mike Kanellis, who used that same joke, and then also says, "I came here to prove to my wife that size does matter." And Gable beats him in 30 seconds.
I mean, the Mike Kanellis storyline is so weird.
I'm thrilled he's on TV.
Yeah, I don't. There's no up for him.
From
right?
here, I don't know what could possibly be.
Like, even if they, I mean, I saw a thing online where they may have like Maury come on.
Yeah.
Which I think would be funny.
Sure, it'd be a fun little sketch, segment.
Yeah. I mean, add our truth in there. I think he'd be awesome in this.
Maury somehow wins the 24/7 title at some point. Yeah.
I mean, I don't know if this did anything to help Chad Gable either, though.
Yeah, how did this help Chad Gable?
It didn't. Like, I think last night helped him.
Last night 100% helped him.
The only way he's being helped right now is the fact that he's getting airtime on television.
That's a fair point.
Yeah. I mean, I also wish, I kind of wish we would have seen Corbin at least. Like, if Corbin would have came out and distracted him, at least Mike Kanellis would have won a match. At least by distraction. I don't know. It was a weird...
I mean, even if after the match, Corbin just walked out on top of the stage and started doing like a royal wave.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Just like, just antagonizing him more. Fine.
Yeah. And then Elias came out?
Yeah, and then we had Elias on the Tron because, I mean, technically should have been Gable versus Elias in the semifinals instead of Shane.
Yeah. But
Elias is injured. He still is, so that's why we only really saw his face on the Tron.
Mm-hmm. And
he gave a song with the last line being, "Short people got no reason to live."
Okay.
I'm going to beg to differ.
Yeah.
Along with every other wrestling host out there that's short.
Can this side of the desk please comment on this?
Yes.
Elias, what's your problem?
5'2".
How tall are you, Elias?
Elias is, I think, pretty tall.
All right, like maybe like 6 foot something?
I think he's taller than me. I'm 6'1". I think he's like 6'3" or something.
Okay, all right. Well, listen. Walk a mile in Chad Gable's shoes, all right? See how you feel.
He is 6 foot.
See if you have something
He's 6 foot?
on the top
Elias.
shelf that you need to get to, that you have to get a ladder or a chair to get to.
And Chad Gable is 5'8".
Yeah, he's
It's
taller
not
than
that
me.
big a difference. It's only 4 inches.
Yeah.
That's not a huge difference.
I think he just looks so much small. I mean, he looks so much smaller than everyone else because they're all like 6'5". So.
Well, also, I mean, like if you're wearing, the traditional like wrestling boots, those 10, you can get them to like, they make you look taller too. Like a lot of guys will be anywhere from like 2 or 3 inches taller when they're wearing, those wrestling boots if they got certain things on the heels.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You mean they wear lifts in there?
Is that the word I was looking for?
I think so.
I think so. Fashion guru, that's me. I don't know anything. Charlotte and Carmella versus Sasha and Bayley. That's right. Tag team action player. So Carmella, by the way, is now the 24/7 champion.
Mm-hmm.
That happened, and now she's afraid of everyone chasing her, like R-Truth was.
So now are only the guys going to be chasing her, or the
I think
females?
So far, only women have been.
Yeah.
But it doesn't make any sense to me because they didn't want it before. So why do they want it now?
Because Carmella has
it. But just because Carmella has it, there's no meaning to the 24/7 championship.
There's never been a meaning to that title. When has there been a meaning? Look at that title. How could there be a meaning to that title?
It's meaningful to the people that give it meaning.
R-Truth had it 19 times.
Yeah. Is it 19 times?
I think he's at 19.
But I don't I don't get why can't the guys go after them too?
Yeah.
Like I just wish it was more of a mix at the beginning. Like
sure.
I don't get why just because the guys are running after R-Truth, why weren't the girls running after him too?
Exactly. So my point is I honestly feel that they should have did the storyline where all the guys start chasing Carmella and then the girls are like, what's going on? And when they realize they're chasing Carmella, then they get involved and they're like, we want this too.
Yeah.
But not just randomly have the girls just start wanting this title they never wanted.
Because really,
it makes no sense
because really, to me,
continuity.
To me, how it's conveyed now is the women. Oh, we've wanted this title, but we know we couldn't beat a guy.
Mm-hmm.
But now that a girl has it.
You're right. They've been doing it.
No, but I'm saying this is how this looks to me.
Yeah.
Because they never bothered chasing R-Truth, never bothered chasing Elias, never bothered chasing whoever had the title. Now when Carmella has it, now all of a sudden it's nothing but the women chasing.
Yeah. And it was dumb.
And the guy's just standing there like, what do we do?
And Carmella won it it's like R-Truth isn't sad that he lost it from her. Which makes it even less sense because it would have been better if Drake Maverick won it from R-Truth and then somehow Carmella pinned Drake. Then at least R-Truth could be like, oh no, do I pin Carmella now?
I feel like this is going
to. Or do I just carry her around?
This is somehow going to end with Drake Maverick's wife pinning Carmella.
Ooh.
To get the belt for him.
And it's like, and like pretty much grab Drake and be like, now we can consummate the marriage.
See, now that would make sense. I'm fine with that. I think it'd be a good storyline payoff since it happened like months ago.
But then they shouldn't have the women chasing after her.
And then while they're consummating the marriage, Drake will pin his wife. Yeah.
That's a great idea.
That is though. That is great. I like that. Because do you follow him on Twitter?
Oh yes.
Like, have you seen what he's been doing lately?
Not in the last day or so.
The last couple days, he's been taking pictures of his wife, who she did some like modeling pictures of her in like bikinis on the beach, and then like she'll post the picture, and then he'll take the picture and put the 24 title over her face, and then be like, "This is how it should be," and then she does another one, and he'd be like, "Oh, this was much better." And you're like, "Oh."
And does his wife respond?
Yes, like she's like, "Are you kidding?" Like, you know, just like fighting with him on Twitter, but it's just funny.
It's cute. Probably sitting next to each other, having Twitter feuds.
It's a good. It's getting them all in the mix, though. At least, like, she doesn't even work there, and she had a match.
Maybe she will be.
I mean, she might be on. I think she's on a contract now, for all we know.
Yeah.
Just for the 24/7.
Just for that. But and the other part that I found interesting, because like last week they kind of teased that maybe Carmella would be kind of next in line to have a shot against Bayley. And then in this match, Sasha makes Carmella tap out.
Yeah.
And Charlotte's just standing on the apron watching it happen and not trying to save her partner.
Yeah.
So Sasha and Bayley get the win. Then all the women show up. R-Truth grabs Carmella and starts running away with her while the women chase them out. And Sasha and Bayley gang up and beat up Charlotte, and Becky comes out and makes the save.
It's like I think Becky just wasn't there last week, so they were like, Carmella, you get out there and save her, and then we'll have this match just to get to Becky to come out this week. I don't know. I mean, I feel like we need to follow up with Charlotte of like, why didn't you help Carmella?
Well, and then what does this mean for Charlotte and Becky Lynch?
They're best friends now.
I mean,
not best friends.
They have this common bond that they're sick of Sasha and Bayley.
Yeah.
For the time being.
Yes.
Well, because then they did announce that they're having a match now.
Yeah, on the Fox premiere, it'll be Sasha and Bayley versus Charlotte and Becky. Say that 5 times fast.
I just wonder how long this will last, this friendship of theirs, being that for so many months we saw how much they hated each other. So where is it going to go after this?
I don't know.
That's my question.
We'll have
comment below.
We'll have to wait and see. Yeah, send us those comments. Let us know what you think. Ali versus Nakamura. So we finally actually have a match, because last week we didn't, because Sami Zayn just interrupted it. And if you want to, just casually put on a match and think that you can use all your fingers and count how many times you think a man died in the ring, watch this match and watch Ali die at least 10 times. Like, the suicide dive, I thought he broke his neck. The way he flew off the ring post, he landed on the back of his head. I mean, he just went all out in this match, which is great. I mean, yeah, that was a great photo there that Josh, our awesome engineer, is going of that ring post shot. I mean, just the way he flipped over and fell with it.
Yeah.
It was I don't understand how he can do this stuff.
He's like the abominable wrestler. Like the abominable snowman.
You mean the abominable?
Isn't it abominable? A blonde man just said.
I think you're
Gabby
both.
Lorraine, everybody.
I think you're both wrong.
I could be wrong too.
I don't know if you're both saying it.
Wait, you said it's what?
Abominable.
Abominable.
Yeah.
You're right.
What did you say?
I said
don't let her say it.
abominable. I don't know.
I don't know.
I think
it's not like I say it though.
Yeah.
Come on, that's in your typical daily routine.
You guys, that was funny.
Dude, that's the name of a movie.
It's a movie. I don't know if it's a real word. We're going to have to look this up.
Oh, yeah, like the Abominable Snowman.
Yeah, that's what the movie's about.
Yeah.
Abominable definition.
I know when you're getting ready, if you're doing vocal warm-ups before you're going on TV,
then that's
you
not
say
what
that.
I even meant to say. I don't mean abominable, because it was the Abominable Snowman, but
right.
I meant kind of like the indestructible, like you can't take him.
Invincible?
Indestructible. You cannot take him down. I feel like Nikki and Brie Bella right now. Like, I can't get words correct. Like, if you watch Total Divas, you know what I'm talking about. So vocabulary is not my forte right now, but kind of like indestructible.
Gotcha.
All right.
That's what I'm trying to say, you guys. Finally, 10 minutes later.
It was a great match.
It was a really fun match, which Sami Zayn, was trying to pull Nakamura for safety. Ali, this is like 15 minutes into the match, flips over the ref, and then does a somersault, like, in perfect form.
Yeah.
And then he chases Sami Zayn into the ring. Zayn runs out. He runs into a Kinshasa. Nakamura gets to win. But they're building this up for an Intercontinental title match, and I am excited.
Yeah. I think it'll be maybe like Sami Zayn the ref or Sami Zayn in a cage, something like that.
So Sami Zayn, he's going to be in a shark cage, isn't he?
Maybe eventually. Maybe not right away, but they do love shark cage matches.
Yeah, they do.
We haven't had one in a while. So.
I know. I just put it out in the world. I'm sorry. New Day versus B Team tag team match. I don't know if there's really anything to talk about in this match. We just had a tag team match, and New Day won with the Midnight Hour. There was no promo. There was nothing for this. All they were doing was hyping up the draft. Or these teams might break up because of the draft in a couple weeks.
Yikes.
That was all that was.
Yeah.
Mandy
like they do all the time.
Yeah.
What do you guys think? Do you think these teams will break up? What's your opinion on that?
B-team, I don't think they have enough tag teams. Like, I don't really see tag teams really splitting up.
Someone is. New Day won't. I don't think B Team will. Revival won't. Heavy Machinery won't. Somebody's going to. I just don't know who.
Yeah.
Yeah, WWE cannot break up New Day. If they did, that would be the biggest mistake of 2019 going into 2020.
Well, especially with the move of the Fox.
Yes.
Yeah, you do not want to break them up now.
No.
Mandy Rose is autographing some of her Maxim Australia covers that she's on.
If you guys haven't seen the pictures, go buy that issue.
You're a father now, Tom.
I'm just saying. Like,
shame on you. You shouldn't be looking at such filth.
Listen, Corey
like
said to go check out the pictures. I'm listening to Corey, okay?
Corey says a lot of things. Otis runs up to her, asks for a selfie.
Come on, we got to get this pairing going.
I mean,
it's happening.
They've teased this for months off and on with Otis and Mandy Rose. And it's just so comical that I want to see it.
It's going to happen.
Gabby's silent on this one.
Yeah, because I'm just like thinking of storylines in my head.
Just think like her like manipulating him and like getting him to help her win matches and like
I actually
teasing
really like
him along.
Yeah, it's really cute. It's fun. It's flirty. And it may honestly, Otis to me is like this like very beastly.
Oh, there's the cover right there.
Not attractive, complete opposite of Mandy Rose type of guy. And so to have him do like even a backstage promo like this and maybe work with her in the future, it makes me like him more. He's like a likable, relatable man.
Yeah. Josh, can you put up that cover one more time? Because there was something that I just noticed on there that. Do you think WWE was aware that their superstar would be next to the words orgasm gap on the cover? I feel like they should have known that for some reason.
I mean, what else is on the cover of Maxim?
They're all Maxim like, Australia?
I don't know.
I mean,
sort of.
I didn't even know Maxim was still around.
I didn't know they had separate ones in different countries.
Yeah.
But most likely WWE PR handled this because they have this Australia show coming up.
Sure.
She's on the cover. So, I mean, hello.
I mean, rightly so. Like, I feel like out of she's the one that I would think would be in Maxim out of
absolutely
the group of girls that they have.
100%. Yeah.
How funny would it be, though, if WWE PR had to actually say, you know, Maxim, I would like to get an actual copy of the cover wording before we agree to this contract. I want to know what word and verbiage is going to be used because we cannot do orgasm.
I would bet money that back in the Attitude Era, they still looked at it for Playboy.
Oh, she would have been. Well,
she would have been it. But I'm saying like they would have wanted to make sure what the headline was and what was on the cover with it. I can almost guarantee.
I think they trusted Playboy because it was like a household name.
But I also don't think. I mean, how are they going to know what's going to be? I mean, I guess they kind of know what's going to be in there, but I mean, I don't know. I think it's weird that she's in it just because it's not PG.
No,
You know?
that was certainly not PG.
No.
She's in underwear.
Yeah, that was not wrestling gear.
Yeah.
Close to wrestling gear,
Yeah,
but
not-
not exactly.
not quite.
Maybe
Not
back
quite.
in the day
Yeah.
that was wrestling gear, but
True.
Well, speaking of Mandy Rose, she is in wrestling gear with Sonya Deville. Happy birthday, Sonya Deville! Today is
yeah,
her birthday.
happy birthday.
Happy birthday, girl.
They take on the Kabuki Warriors. Do you remember them? They're a tag team.
Yep. That's how much we remember them.
Yeah. No Paige. She's still recovering from neck surgery. Hope you're recovering well. I lose my voice. Kairi, there's a point where Mandy Rose is showing the magazine in front of Kairi Sane, and she kicks the magazine out of Mandy's hands.
She tried once
Yeah.
before and it did not
I mean,
work.
it took a couple tries, but she got it.
Eventually.
I liked the finish, which was Asuka gave a code breaker onto Mandy Rose, followed by the insane elbow. So the Kabuki Warriors get the win. And then, as I feel like we get every month now between Sonya and Mandy, we have some type of tease of something, whether it's a relationship or dissension or whatever.
Yeah.
All of a sudden, we see the match ends and we're focusing on them in the ring, and Mandy just looks really upset. And Sonya's just kind of standing there, just, oh, we lost again.
Yeah.
All right, Mandy, let's go.
I was gonna say right from the beginning where she was handing out the magazines, and Sonya kind of seemed mad, like, all right, come on, we got a match. Like, why are you're handing out these magazines?
Focus on yourself, not the team.
Splitsville is coming to
Yeah, I was gonna say
Mandy's Donuts.
it's imminent. See, that's one word I remember. It's imminent that their future may come to a dramatic close. Unfortunately, but then I wonder, where is Sonya gonna go next? Who's she gonna tag with next?
I don't think
or
she
will
has
she
to
be
tag with anyone.
solo?
I think solo.
Well, she's Total Diva's about to premiere. She's going to be solo and have a push.
Yeah.
100%.
Cool. That'd be nice.
I mean, I think that'd be a good storyline if they keep them together at least in the same show. You can have that storyline of like, man,
Them branch
like,
oh yeah,
I'm in
they
magazines.
should definitely
I'm
have a
on a
singles
TV show.
feud with each other. They should 100% feud eventually with each other. Absolutely. Shane McMahon with his legal team, his very like dapper professional looking legal team.
This was the most rushed segment
This was
of
so
SmackDown
rushed.
I've ever seen.
So rushed. They invite Owens to the ring. He comes through the crowd. Shane says, you have two options. Option one, I can keep you in court and you'll lose lots of money through all the appeals because I can just afford this forever. Or option two, you drop the lawsuit and I'll reinstate you and drop the $100,000 fine. And Kevin Owens then talks about how it's not about the money, it's just about the fact that you're still hanging out backstage in the locker room where you don't belong there. And so it's all about getting you fired. So I'm challenging you to a ladder match with all like the legal documents in the briefcase hung above the ring. If you win, I'm gone. End of story. If I win, I get my money back, I'm reinstated, and you're fired. Shane says, you're on, but we can't hear it because the mic was cut off.
Yes.
And they immediately cut to Becky Lynch backstage.
Yeah, I looked at the clock and I was like, all right, it's, 6:53. I was like, and Shane didn't even come out yet.
Right.
I'm like, how is Kevin Owens going to get out there? How are they going to do this? I thought that was the end of the show. And the thing that I think is annoying when they do this stuff is I get Shane wants that heat from Greg Hamilton, but if you know you're that short on time, like
Don't bother.
But that's when he can get even more heat because I think people kind of like when he does that now.
Yeah.
If he would have just been
'Cause
like,
it's
whoa,
impressive.
stop it. No, I don't need this right now. We got to get down to business.
Because Greg...
Kevin Owens, get out here right now. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah, Greg Hamilton has done a really, really good job with that thing.
But it was like 30 seconds long.
Yeah.
Ooh, I would love if he switched off to Kevin and just made his own Kevin announcement.
He kind of does do that. He does
But-
that. Kevin. Oh.
Yeah, he does do a little extra emphasis on
A
Owens.
little is not big. So
No.
what
Well,
I'm
maybe
saying
after
is,
Kevin wins, then he can tell him.
There you go.
exactly
There you
part
go.
of the
He wants.
storyline.
Yeah.
When Kevin wins, he will then demand some of
If
the things
Kevin wins.
Shane demands. No, I say when for a reason.
I know.
So when Kevin wins, I think he'll demand certain things that Shane used to demand, as if he's Shane but better.
Sure.
And
Well,
now
we'll see because we're going to have a ladder match. And then Becky and Sasha brawl a little bit in the back where Sasha raked Becky's face along a fence.
Yeah.
and left her lane, and that's how SmackDown went off the air.
Happened to be a fence there.
There happened to be a fence similar to Hell in a Cell backstage. Who would have thunk it? Great intuition by Sasha. And that's how SmackDown goes off the air.
Before we close that out,
Yep.
I want to hear your guys' thoughts on the fact that we had a promo for AEW during SmackDown tonight.
Because they have money and pay for the commercial.
Yes,
I didn't
we know
see it.
why. Thank you.
I know they had one
What do you
last week.
think?
They had one during NXT last week too.
Yeah. I mean, I remember.
They are smart with their promotions, getting in there. I wonder what WWE
well,
thinks
years
about this.
ago when TNA tried to run live against Monday Night Raw,
I remember that.
They aired commercials on Raw as well, hyping it up. So, it's not the first time we've seen this, but obviously it helps, especially when you spotlight Jericho and Moxley and Cody Rhodes, guys that WWE fans know and are fans of.
Or that at least people who were fans before go, oh wait, I
remember that guy.
Wait,
yeah.
Is he on this show? Oh no, he's not on this show.
But
what show is he on?
They're promoting a show that is in direct competition with their other Wednesday.
Yeah,
their Wednesday night
we're
show,
in war.
NXT.
War has begun. Next Tuesday,
The Wednesday Night War.
War starts.
Game of Thrones style.
Yeah.
Off with the head.
When's the Red Wedding gonna happen? Huh? When's there gonna be an invasion?
Yeah.
Hey, don't give away too much. Right? We're not there yet.
Hey, if they ever did something like that, that would be so much money for them.
Well, let's get into wrestling rap, because I'm sure Gabby's got some fun news for that, too.
Oh, yes. Your favorite time of the day, wrestling rap. This is what everyone's been waiting for.
Absolutely.
So, first off, I'm actually going to start with a pretty big story. Lacey Evans was in Canada and was pulled over in a traffic stop, and I'm putting it in finger quotes because there's some people on this panel that believe it may be real, and some people on this panel that believe this could be a storyline or fake news, as most people would know it. So she was pulled over by this undercover officer, it seems, because it looked like it was like a big black SUV behind her with the cop lights. Now, she started videotaping, and when the officer approached, was writing her a ticket, she said, "Do you know who I am?" However, in her accent, she says it.
In her character accent.
Her character accent. "I'm Lacey Evans, WWE superstar. You should know who I am. What is this ticket?" Right? But way more dramatic and kind of nasty.
No, I think that was spot on, actually.
You think so?
I didn't know she was real old.
Oh, yeah, it's not like a grandmother. This is Lacey Evans in 20 years from now. No, but this happened, and she said Canada is terrible, quote unquote. Her video that she posted to Twitter received 2.1 million views plus. So there's a lot of people looking at this, but she's trying to say, as she released a statement, that her character is a sassy bad guy, so I play the role often. The general public now believes this interaction was real when the officer and I planned to start recording and have him walk up again with the citation in hand. As prior law enforcement myself, I didn't expect people to honestly believe this was real, considering I'm an entertainer and was in town for a performance. Now there's more to what I'm going to say in a sec, but I know some people on this panel want to shed light on their opinion on if this was real or not.
There's really not much of an opinion. It's completely fake.
Yeah.
It's 100% fake. TMZ reported it was fake. And, I mean, you're acting in your accent.
Yeah.
You have someone, whether it's a real cop or not, who knows, but the fact that she's yelling at him, and instead of a police officer telling someone to shut up when if someone's talking back to them, they do.
He's Canadian. They're very nice up there.
Well, then he would say, "Please stop." He would say, he would use "please," but he would say, "Okay, okay, miss, here you go, bye." I don't believe it for a second. I think it's 100% fake, and I think it just, I almost feel like it dampers her character even more than it's already been.
Well, the thing is that I don't like about it is that the only thing I saw was the headline of Lacey Evans gets pulled over and tells the cop, "Do you know who I am?" That's the headline.
Right.
So it doesn't, to me, the first thing you see is to go, oh, that's kind of like a crappy thing to say. Like, are you really doing
Are you really that cocky?
Yes. Are you? Yeah.
Are you Enzoing it right now?
Yeah. It doesn't make me think oh wow, you're a really bad you're a really bad guy. You're a bad guy in wrestling. It just makes you go, oh, I can't tell if that's real or not, and then it just makes you go, oh, that's boring. I don't know.
So then what's the deal with this statement? RCMP Corporal Chris Warren said the following to CTV News. That's news to me. I know the original traffic stop was legitimate, and I don't have any further information at this time.
Maybe she got legitimately stopped, and in order to try to make light of that news breaking out, she filmed something to look like it.
That would be pretty smart. But, you know, earlier when we were discussing this before we went live, everyone was kind of debating real, not real, whatever. This is storyline. They're doing it for attention. But this is kind of a touchy subject, as we have lots of people with traffic stops in the news. You know, violence within the police force against, you know, people of minorities and color. Yeah. So it's kind of sensitive to do a story like this, in my opinion.
I agree with you. I just think the whole thing's just bad taste. It's just...
I agree with that.
It didn't accomplish anything.
No, it didn't. Not at all.
She got a lot of views. Okay.
Yeah.
It doesn't make me like her more. It doesn't make me... It kind of makes me be like,
I still don't like her. I never have.
Yeah, I just feel like the hype, like she just has too much. I don't know. Whatever. We can move on.
All right.
Done with that.
You guys let us know what you think at home. Oh, come on. Next up, Miz and Maurice. They have their second baby. This one is another girl. Sorry, Miz. You're going to have a house full of ladies. Second daughter, of course. So her name is Madison Jade Mazanian. So beautiful. I see a future WWE superstar with that name. What do you guys think?
Tom, for someone who has already had 2 children.
Yes, yeah.
Who could be future tag team champion.
Yeah, I already beat you, Miz. Come on.
Give Miz some fatherly advice.
About time you caught up to me.
Yeah, give him some fatherly advice, why don't you?
What can I say? Wait, I have 2 kids?
There you go. Congrats to Miz and Maurice. Glad.
Yes, congrats.
Most part, everyone seems to be healthy, doing well. That's great.
Yeah, and
he showed up on Raw still.
Yeah.
Miz was on Raw.
He's a hustler.
Apparently, I mean, like...
Wait, but when did she have the baby?
On, Friday or Saturday?
She was born at 8:02 a.m. She announced it on Instagram on September 20th.
That was Friday.
That was, 4 days ago.
Yeah, it was Friday. 2 days later, he's on Raw.
Come on, Miz. You got stuff to do in the hospital. You can't just leave. You can't just leave.
Tom was gone from this show for a month.
Yeah, you got stuff to do.
And he doesn't have to fly anywhere.
Yeah.
Which part of Canada?
You got,
were they all in
pump
recently?
things to clean. You got a lot of stuff to do.
On Raw was in San Francisco.
Oh, yeah, so it's not that far. I mean, it's a quick trip for him.
I think that's weird.
Well, actually, no, he doesn't live in LA anymore. Never mind.
No, they did. They moved back to LA.
They moved back to LA.
They did?
Yeah.
Miz and Maurice.
Yeah.
Clearly, you don't watch the show.
Yeah,
no, I was going to say, how did I not know this?
Yeah.
No, I haven't watched
LA.
Miz and Maurice up to date.
Yeah,
I've seen, the whole part of the first season, but I haven't finished
it. Yeah, they're back in LA.
Oh, my goodness. What happened to Texas? I didn't like it. Or Tennessee?
Texas.
Austin, Texas.
They probably made a lot of money, so.
Damn. Okay, well, that's a lot of moving with babies, too, newborns. Anyways, moving on. But just to wrap that up, 7 pounds, 15 ounces for those that care. Next up, NXT had its debut on television. We're super excited for all our, former Afterbuzzers that are over there. We have people like Kathy Kelly, Johnny Quasto, and new to WWE, Evan. So congratulations to him, because we really haven't shouted it out, because that was news after our show last week. Yes. But NXT went to air live last week for the first time on USA Network. Finally, it's been a long time coming, but we have to talk about their ratings, you guys, because it is blown up that they had so many views. So there was about 1.179 million viewers on USA Network for this.
Is that a lot?
It's a lot.
I don't know if that's a lot for USA standards.
We're going to talk about this right now. So Suits is what follows the programming, and they averaged 955,000 viewers. And then the week before, 965,000 viewers. So WWE is killing it. Not only that, but Suits rated in the 18 to 49 demographic last night, or that night, sorry, with a 0.20. And NXT retained about 60%, they say, of the SmackDown audience. And they came in at about 0.43. So that's more than double.
Cool.
Yeah.
They are killing it. So
now,
the question now
is consistency.
Yeah.
Yes.
And what happens next week?
Yeah, like, well, let's look 2 months from now and see how they're doing.
Yeah.
That's the
all
issue.
Of them. Yeah, all of them.
Yeah, everything when they premiere is going to do great. Let's check again 2, 3, 4 months down the road and see how their numbers are.
Well,
But
didn't you
great
also
for
say
start.
there was a lot of injuries too?
I heard Kona Reeves got hurt, Velveteen got hurt, and somebody else got hurt. All in that premiere episode. I don't know how serious any of them are or anything like that, but supposedly there was like a lot of injuries on the live premiere.
I'm sure it's probably very stressful, and this is something they're not used to doing for like such a big audience, I guess, or like maybe the pressure, more so the pressure of going live nationally every week now, where they've been in the comfort of their own, home, I guess you could say, in Florida, and all these other main roster shows have that experience, so it could be just that stress getting into that debut.
We'll see.
But that's my wrestling wrap, and to close it off, I want to say, Kevin Owens will be winning next week, and Shane McMahon will be saying his farewell. So I hope everybody's ready for that.
All right, so yeah,
we are.
We are, but we got to do an announcement of our own, because people have been waiting for a while now of finding out. Okay, this is the last SmackDown in USA.
Yeah.
We're moving
USA.
to Fox. Hey, don't say screw USA.
Fox all the way. FOX. FOX.
But the question,
You're marking out.
But the big question is, calm down with the damn rage music.
Listen, this could be my last rage. We don't know what's happening right now.
Well, we're about to tell everyone what's
scared.
happening. Don't be scared.
Yeah.
But we do have to be kind of serious
Where
for
am
a
I going
moment
to
on this.
sleep every week now?
So people have been asking for a while now, what's going to be happening to the Afterbuzz SmackDown? Will we be there? When is it going to be airing? What's going on? And the reason that we haven't been sharing that is because we've all been trying to figure it out too.
Yeah, and we're really sad, you guys, that like these Tuesdays may be coming to an end.
So, because here's the thing. I've been here at AfterBuzz almost 7 years. I've been doing the SmackDown show for 6. I've done well over 500 episodes. Gabby, I know you kind of had a break in between, but you started at AfterBuzz before I did.
Yeah, probably about like 2012.
Right, so like a year or so before me.
Yeah.
Tom, you've been here how long now?
Around 5 years.
5 years at AfterBuzz?
But I took a break too after main event, but yeah. I've been doing SmackDown for like 3 years.
And the three of us have been doing a show together for like 3 years.
I think, yeah.
Like around that. We have had so many incredible times, and I've seen all different highs and lows. Seen, Gabby all of a sudden, she's getting booked everywhere between Shein and WoW and TNA. Tom goes ahead and has himself some damn kids.
Yeah, whoa,
and makes,
what happened?
I know, right?
And makes a global empire with his rings that he sells with Funko Pops.
And Christian's having interviews with some of the biggest networks, and then also being characters on wrestling shows.
Yeah. And also you
How
can
many
see me.
promotions are you in?
Well, you can also see me this Friday on 25 Words or Less. Check local listings.
I can't wait
to see how I do on that game show. But it was WWE week, and I got to be a contestant on that, so that's a lot of fun. So make sure you tune into that. But with everything all said and done, I know some of you are not going to be happy to hear this news, but the fact of the matter is, we're not going anywhere. So
FOX! FOX! FOX!
FOX!
So here's the deal. Here's how it's going to work. Because of some unusual scheduling
every
things,
show now.
just so you're aware, the next couple weeks are going to be a little wonky because I'm traveling to perform in the Hawaii Improv Festival the same weekend that SmackDown premieres on Fox. Weird timing. But here's how it's going to go down. So the first 2 Friday night SmackDowns on Fox, we will be doing the AfterBuzz for those on this time that you've been seeing us now for the longest time. So on October 8th and 15th, we'll be doing the SmackDowns for those previous Fridays. From then on, if you want to watch us or listen in live, SmackDown AfterBuzz will be taking place beginning on Sunday, October 20th at 9 p.m. 9 p.m. Pacific time, beginning on Sundays on October 20th. Prior to that, it's still going to be on the Tuesdays, But your team that's been here forever, we ain't going nowhere. We're still providing this show for you. We're just switching times because WWE switched times on us. So we got to accommodate as best as we can between our schedules and AfterBuzz's schedule. Sundays at 9 beginning October 20th will be when we are doing this show.
So you are giving a few people in the chat roll a heart attack.
Sure.
Just FYI.
Nailed it.
But they're so happy that we're not going anywhere.
Yes, and damn right I sold that. This week also marks my 14th Wrestleversary. September 30th was my very first wrestling show.
Wow.
So I learned how to sell and cut a promo and leave people in suspense.
Yes.
Once in a while I do something right. Not often, but I did it there. So that's the news. Spread the word. We obviously want you guys to keep tuning in, especially when we make that move. So there's no SmackDown AfterBuzz next week since there's no SmackDown next Tuesday. Mm-hmm. So then that Friday, October 4th, on the Fox premiere, we'll be doing that SmackDown Tuesday the 8th, and then another one the 15th, and then from there, we'll be Sundays at 9 p.m. Pacific.
And you guys, if you're loving the fact that we are not going anywhere and we are sticking around for you on Sunday to host a SmackDown recap, make sure you give us a thumbs up right now on YouTube and a 5-star rating on iTunes.
Absolutely. And if you want to tell us what you're looking forward to most with the move to Fox, leave those comments, and you can talk to us on various forms of social media. Tom Connolly, how can people reach out to you?
You can find me Twitter, Instagram, TomTheCom. Also check out my Etsy store, Connolly Central, and also Connolly Central on Twitter and Instagram.
You guys can find me on Twitter and Instagram at Gabby Loren TV. That's GABBYLOREN TV. Thursday, I'll be back at Shein if you want some good discounts again on clothing. But then also, Friday's my debut on Impact.
Yes.
So tune in. It's 7 p.m. Pacific time, 10 p.m. Eastern time, and that's on Pursuit Channel this week, and then also live streaming on Twitch. But for the future, October 1st, they start airing on Access TV.
Are you going to be in those too?
Well, that means yes, because it's next week, right? October 1st. So that means my other 3 episodes are on Access.
I think so. I think it premieres next week on Access.
Next week. So I'll be on Access as of next week.
I'll tell you what, this Friday, our fans and listeners are going to have a ball because you can watch me in daytime syndication on 25 words or less.
Oh, I thought you were
Check your local
time.
listings. No, that's a daytime game show because then they got to tune in at night to watch Gabby on Impact.
Exactly.
And then with all that, celebrate by ordering some rings at Connolly Central.
Yes, exactly. See? Yeah.
And you can follow me on Twitter at Real Rosenberg, Instagram, TheRosenberg, ProSatees.com/Christian Rosenberg. I'll be in Hawaii for the Hawaii Festival of Improv. I said it wrong. That's bad. Improv Against Hawaii Festival of Improv. That's the right name. I perform Friday, the same night as premiere on SmackDown, at 9:30 in Hawaii. So if you're there, come on by in Honolulu. We'll have fun. Thanks so much for tuning in, everybody. For Tom Connolly and Gabby Loren, I'm Christian Rosenberg. We will see you on Fox
with Pyro.
Our founder, Kevin Undergaro, and me, Maria Menounos, would like to thank you for tuning in to AfterBuzz TV. Remember, we're not just the first, we're the biggest in the world, and we're the only destination for all your favorite TV shows. Whatever you crave, we've got it. So go to AfterBuzzTV.com and check out our lineup. Buzz you later.
The views expressed herein are those of the hosts only and do not necessarily reflect the views of AfterBuzz TV or its owners or principals.